Welcome to the Enchanted Archives, where myths, legends, and ancient mysteries come to life. From the depths of the ocean to the pages of folklore, mermaids and sirens have captured human imagination for centuries. Are they benevolent creatures of the sea, or deceptive enchantresses luring sailors to their doom? In today's video, we dive into the origins, myths, and cultural impact of these legendary sea beings. The legends of mermaids and sirens can be traced back to some of the earliest civilizations. In ancient Mesopotamian mythology, one of the earliest mentions of mermaids is the goddess Atargatis, who transformed into a fish to escape her shame after a forbidden love affair. Though the transformation was incomplete, with her retaining a human torso, Atargatis is often considered one of the first mermaid figures. In Greek mythology, sirens were considered dangerous creatures, known for their ability to seduce sailors with their haunting songs. Originally depicted as bird-like women, sirens later evolved into half-woman, half-fish beings, merging their myths with that of mermaids. Homer's Odyssey tells the tale of Odysseus, who ordered his crew to plug their ears with beeswax to resist the sirens' calls as they navigated treacherous waters. Similarly, in Chinese folklore, the stories of Jiao Ren, beautiful sea maidens, date back to the Han Dynasty. These mermaids were believed to cry tears that turned into pearls and were seen as both protective spirits and omens of disaster, depending on the tale. Mermaids and sirens are unique symbols of duality. On one hand, they represent the beauty and mystery of the sea, embodying freedom, grace, and the allure of the unknown. On the other hand, they can signify danger, deception, and the seductive power of nature that can lure people to their doom. In medieval Europe, mermaids were often used as cautionary symbols in religious texts, warning people about the dangers of lust and temptation. These mermaids would often appear in the margins of manuscripts, serving as reminders of the perils of worldly desires. Meanwhile, the concept of the siren evolved into a metaphor for the treacherous allure of women, often used as a symbol of the dangers of female beauty and sexuality. In this context, mermaids and sirens were seen as embodiments of the unpredictable and uncontrollable nature of the sea itself. Beyond Europe and the Mediterranean, mermaid myths are prevalent in cultures around the world. In West African folklore, Mamiwata is a water deity associated with fertility, prosperity, and protection, but also with seduction and danger. She is revered in many African religions and diaspora communities, often depicted as a beautiful woman with a fishtail, surrounded by water and wealth. In Japan, the Ningyo, a fish-like creature with a human face, was believed to be a bringer of misfortune. However, it was also said that consuming its flesh would grant eternal youth. According to legend, a woman named Yao Bikuni accidentally ate the flesh of a Ningyo and lived for 800 years, wandering the earth. In Irish folklore, mermaids were known as selkies, beings that could shed their seal skins and transform into human form. Unlike the sirens of Greek mythology, selkies were not malevolent by nature but often portrayed as tragic figures, caught between two worlds. They were sometimes forced into marriages with humans, only to return to the sea once they found their stolen seal skins. The fascination with mermaids and sirens didn't end with ancient myths. In fact, it flourished in literature and art over the centuries. Hans Christian Andersen's The Little Mermaid, 1837, is perhaps one of the most famous mermaid tales in modern times. Andersen's story, however, is far darker than Disney's adaptation, focusing on the mermaid's sacrifices and the pain she endures for love. In the world of visual arts, mermaids have been a popular subject for painters. The Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood, a group of 19th-century British artists, frequently depicted mermaids as symbols of both natural beauty and tragic longing. John William Waterhouse's painting A Mermaid, 1900, portrays a mermaid combing her hair, gazing thoughtfully at the viewer, a perfect blend of allure and melancholy. Literature also explored the darker side of these sea beings. Sirens and mermaids became metaphors for the femme fatale, a popular character archetype in Gothic novels. These characters embodied seduction, mystery, and danger, often leading male protagonists to ruin. In modern popular culture, mermaids and sirens have undergone yet another transformation. They are portrayed in a range of ways, from the charming Ariel in Disney's The Little Mermaid, 1989, to the eerie sirens in the Pirates of the Caribbean series, 2006 to 2011. These portrayals reflect both the enduring appeal and evolving interpretation of mermaids in contemporary media. Mermaids are also symbols of empowerment and self-discovery. The TV series H2O, Just Add Water 2006-2010 and Siren 2018-2020 explore themes of friendship, power, and identity through mermaid characters. In these narratives, mermaids are not just mythical creatures but metaphors for personal transformation and resilience. Meanwhile, sirens have made a comeback in horror films and psychological thrillers such as The Lure, 2015, a Polish film that reimagines sirens as both seductive and deadly. This reflects the continuing fascination with the darker, more sinister side of mermaid mythology. Why do mermaids and sirens continue to captivate us? Perhaps it's their embodiment of the human desire for freedom and escape, or the allure of the unknown depths of the ocean. On a deeper level, they represent the complexities of femininity, nature, and human desire. These myths also highlight our fascination with transformation, whether it's a mermaid longing for legs, or a siren song tempting sailors to change course. Mermaids and sirens serve as symbols of our longing for adventure, power, and the forbidden. In many cultures, mermaids have become symbols of environmentalism, representing the ocean's beauty and fragility. Activists have adopted mermaid imagery to raise awareness about marine conservation, using the myth's allure to capture public attention. From ancient mythology to modern pop culture, mermaids and sirens remind us of the sea's mysteries and our own inner complexities. They are more than just mythical beings. They are reflections of our deepest hopes, fears, and dreams. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of mermaids and sirens. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more explorations into mythology, legends, and cultural stories. Let us know in the comments, do you see mermaids as benevolent guardians or as alluring threats from the sea? See you next time!